Hi guys, welcome again. This time we'll be looking at the semi-final. This is semi-final beta. But you know, this is just the best of the best. We've got Pistoliero, the author of the amazing guide that defined the three-player game and had a huge impact on the four-player meta. We have Fred the Legend, who was number 1 and number 2 for a long time in three-player arena. Great player. We've got New Touch. She got an amazing score in like her group stages, and she also got through quarterfinals quite easily. So excited to see what we see from her. And we've got Anomis, who's pushed a lot of games. He made his name in the recent four-player arena, and also very dedicated player. So here we go. We'll be following Anomis this time. Looks like a very interesting game. There's like a green corner, but this guy has like probably wants more to go for green, just because he's right of the player here. Fred is in a decent position as well. I think like it's usually easy to play these games where everybody fight for the same stuff for Giza, and you've got Olympia here, pretty decent as well. So I will expect B here. It's a preference, and here I would expect A actually. But let's see what we have. We ended up with B, which is not surprising. Here, excellent start for Anomis. Couldn't have hoped for a better card than Timberyard. The question is, do we go green? Do we splash green? Do we just ignore it? We'll see after a couple of hands. Okay, so looks like nobody wants to be super in green right now. There is a couple of possibilities. I wouldn't Scriptorium, but it is a possibility. You can Glassworks to finish off your resources, which I think is the pick. And you can East Trading Post, but we would rather West Trading Post. And you can, of course, Buffs. But I think Glassworks is the pick. And that's like an easy pick also. Okay, so these guys tend to be in red. We'll see if this player will help us. And as I always say, I always watch this as I'm playing, so this is easier for me to commentate. Here, this is West Trading Post. Very easy pick, I think. It solves our resource problem. Like with those 3 cards, we have all the stages we could hope for. This is actually Apothecary, in my opinion, which is a little sad, but not that much. Here, this is a preference, but I think this is Scriptorium, just because it's easier for us to build. Like it's easier for us to splash for study instead of library. But like you can go either way. I would go for Scriptorium here because I do not think the second Scriptorium is coming. I'm pretty sure Fred will bury it. He threw, which is about the same. So we end up with no Scriptorium. So school is hugely important to us right now. Is this a throw? Yes, this is a throw. Okay, but first stage, we can be very happy. Also, a New Touch push for red, which is really important when you're doing green stuff like this. This is easy school. As you can see, pre-selected because I clicked too much. Library is probably gonna get buried. Like, I wouldn't count on library coming back. Okay, so this is the time for choices. We can actually win red here if we go archery range, I think. And I would do that. I think Caravanserai is a trap. maybe we couldn't. Here, this is lab, obviously. In the end, we couldn't. But we would have drawn Pistoliero. This is dispensary, obviously. And did library come back? Library came back. Okay, so this is library. This is pretty fortunate for us, to be honest. We've got 6, so that's amazing. Whenever you get 6, you're very happy. And this is a wonder stage, obviously. So in the end, Caravanserai was pretty... Yeah, in the end, Caravanserai was decent. Okay, this is super hard, actually. So this is between those two, I think. Do we care enough about Scientist Guild? Or do we want to steal it? I think we want to steal it more. We have everything, right? So every green card is free for us. And we still have 2 stages. I think it's Palace. But I expect to be the Scientist Guild to be picked. But it's... Oh, actually. It went that way. I'm really proud. So I think this is Hyde Pantheon. Yes, this is Hyde Pantheon. No, I would never do that. Red is out of the question. I think this is Hyde Town Hall. Okay, so we are very unlucky with the green spread, actually. But it should be fine. So, whatever out of these two, to be honest. Both of them are like the same. But like, of course, we are playing on the highest level here. So I would choose Lodge over Academy just because it's easier to build for this guy. But really doesn't matter that much. Like, so all the cogs got hidden, but we've got a Scientist Guild. What is the opportunity cost for us? Because if we build, then he builds, right? So we probably don't build and hope that he just gets worse stuff. But I think he's winning over us. It's between us. No, I think that's a mistake. Like, it's easier for him to build that, and he could have not have good cards. So it's always better to build. In the end, we lose to Pistoliero slightly, then Fred is third. He just didn't have good cards, I think. Not amazing resources and no good cards. Actually, stealing Caravanserai from him, when I look at his resources, was pretty huge. He just didn't get like an 8-pointer, 7-pointer and stuff like that. And didn't also like... Oh, he didn't build enough. Like he was just recovering in the third age. Which, as you can see, is still a respectable score. In the end, New Touch did a lot to support us in this game, to be honest, and she came really close to, so that was like a tough one. Pistoliero won on the good guilds and good red. Like he pushed red in the first round, which net him a couple of points, but it prevailed to the second round and the third round, to be honest. Like with this one, so that was pretty huge. Cool game. Pistoliero is leading ahead of enemies. Let's see game 2. Okay, so this is Pistoliero, so I expect A, always. B, B, and B. And let's see. And New Touch had some really amazing scores with Babylon in the first group stage, so let's see if she can also do that here. So this is a tough hand, and I'm glad I'm showing you that, like, a game with a tough hand on Olympia, eh? This is Orvane, I think, and yeah, this is just Orvane. Let's see if me and Pistoliero play A with the same. No, obviously not. This is Lumberyard. But this was playable, but I'm just like... I'm always too afraid to do that. Like, imagine that he gets Loom. We pick that, and from the next hand he gets this one. And he gets all three. Like, I'm too scared to do that. And all, like, the same thing happened here, kinda, you know, like... We are in trouble now, but we really need Lumberyard to... Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm very curious because I've had hands like this and I'm still not sure if I play them correctly. I usually go for Stone Pit in this situation. And he already has 2, and at this point we have to bury. Like, we have to get Apothecary here. There is no other way. Yes, this is Orvane that came back to us. And I'm also curious what he will do about the stage. I would Claypool here, actually. Okay, so... We are kind of on the same page when playing this, except for that one. But we got money from that, so maybe that wasn't that bad. Okay, so this is a gift from heaven, Das Caravanserai. I think it rounds up all our resources very nicely, so... Yep, let's pick it. Okay, they are fighting for green, which is amazing. So this will be between the Colossus here. So this is archery range, obviously. We need 2 cards for red, at least, in this round. And this is the second one. This game just plays itself. I've played so many Olympia A recently that... Yep, this is just automation now. Except for this pick. Is it Bazaar or is it this stage? I don't remember what was coming. How are we looking? We are at 5. Anomis, it's at... Whoa, huge points. There should be some stuff coming. Yeah, I think this is Wonder Stage using... And I don't remember what did we pass. Probably Foundry. But I'm prepared to be, you know, wowed here. No, okay. I misclicked something. Oh, we are exactly on the same page. Okay, so I would Training Ground still here. That's very weird. I would never do that. Let's see. I would much rather do that. And this is Temple, obviously. Like, I remembered Temple was coming. I don't know why I remembered that Temple was coming, but I did remember that. So, that's why I was opposed to the press also. Opposed to the press, that sounds really bad. Are they called the same between the ages? Yes, they are. And they should be. Yeah, I agree here. This hand is actually... It's decent for us, but not amazing. I click too much, sorry guys. Yes, this is 6-pointer, obviously. There is no point in playing anything else. Can he build his stage? He cannot, so that's a saving grace. This is actually, I would use the ability probably and build the Magistrate Guild. Then I would use the ability and build Craftsman Guild. This is like the last chance. Still? What are you trying to build? Pistoliero. Does he have Green Guild? No. Last chance to use the ability? Chamber of Commerce? No, I don't get it. Are we just fighting with Fred? We passed him a card that he can already build, so... That was super weird. Are we building? No, we are not building, we are throwing. Let's see, because this is like, the scores are pretty close. We lost to Enomis in the end. He just had too much. But I really think it was a misplay with this one. Like, Fred on the last hand. Construct Lodge from Dispensary. Right? So this, and he already had that. I don't know, probably a misclick or something. This was 1 point versus 1 point and 2 gold. That was a win, actually. 1 point, yeah, that would have been a win. Pistoliero could have won that if he just built a Chamber of Commerce instead. Which I think really speaks to the strength of this Olympia also side. This is a very underrated wonder currently, guys. But it will be pretty highly rated soon. I'm already starting to see a lot of people picking Olympia A on the ladder. Okay, so after 2 games, this was... No, I think I've played them in the wrong order. Sorry guys, I've played game 3 first. But I'm not going to overdo that. Let's just, you know... We just lost some, you know, maybe some strategy regarding, you know, the way this is played. I'm very sorry about that, guys. So, but we'll just count what needs to happen in the game 1. Pistoliero was 2nd and 1st. Fred was 3rd and 3rd. So he needs to win this one and needs to win this one hard, I think. Enomis was 1st and 2nd. So let's see this guy. And we are actually following Fred. So I still think this will be a good video. We are seeing Pistoliero here again on Olympia A. Enomis again on Colossus, just like in game 2. And New Touch again on Babylon. Okay, so very interesting. Couple possibilities. You can try press and go for green. I probably wouldn't. I would actually pick Timberyard just to, you know, make his wonder maybe a little worse. Excavation is also good, so I like both three. All 3 of them are pretty good. It's just, you know, a preference. In a first game, because you have to remember this is a first game, I wouldn't want to crash out. But then again, with Halicarnassus, it's hard to crash out on Science. I would do one of these 2. But Pistoliero, Fred here disagrees. A little punished. We have to throw Workshop here. No, 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 no. You have to throw workshop here. You have to scriptorium here. This is a no-brainer. Okay, so we are actually pivoting from the green strategy now. But we could have gone for a whole set. Is our pivot good enough? I would Apo here still. And now we get Scriptorium, so I would still do that. And we are actually getting all three, so... Oh, we are not? Pistoliero buried? No, he couldn't bury that one. Or could he? I'm a little lost. I would Claypool here. No, I would never do that. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a good play. This is super hard, guys. Is Kara good enough? Possibly, yes. Do we archery range? Like, this is a strategic decision. Like, we know Pistoliero is going to do something in red because, you know, he cannot function without red. That's just in his blood. Like, he can do green strats, but he much prefers going red. So we know we have a strong red guy here. We can archery range to win this one. And we actually see that, like, she wants to go in the green. But we are ahead of her, so... I think we go green here, actually. But there is consideration Caravanserai, but then library is going to get stolen. Okay, Caravanserai, then library, then... possibly archery range, then... these or that, so... well, so this. Yeah, so the... what comes back is really weak. And then this. Doesn't matter really. Okay, but I was still library. But this is a really hard pick. Oh, that's very unfortunate for us. I would card house here. Fred knows how to play the green. I have no doubt about that. Okay, that's a no, that's not a cog. Okay, so I would get a cog here. What was that? Oh, stables was stolen. Okay, so that was probably a red. No, it couldn't have been a red. No idea what that was. Okay, the brickyard is very nicely positioned on this hand. For us, a little shame that we, you know, are missing 1 gold, but we can recover with Bazaar, I guess. Or even better, throwing archery range. Yes, that's better. Here we actually bury and not build dispenser. We actually build a red card. We actually built archery range here. Yes. It's looking good. Depends on what she does on red, but it's looking pretty good. Observatory, obviously. I would love that. But that's expensive. Yeah, obviously. I'm sorry for clicking too much. I think I clicked again too much. Yes, but I agree. We have enough gold. We can do that. It's a little scary because Pistoliero will magistrate from this hand. But you know what you can do. And he has that as well. That's pretty great for him. Are we fighting him even? 5-5. Huh. Are we fighting Anomus? Possibly. So I would actually lodge from this hand, yes. Because this game is like still in the open. And I would actually Siege Workshop from this hand. This was, I think, a missed opportunity. But I don't know if we would have the gold. But we could have hidden the red, build the dispensary, and now go workshop. But we couldn't have known that it got passed to us. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are no red. Okay, so we just got played on red. Ah, that's sad. Okay, so Berry Haven or whatever. Probably there's still just 5 points. Yeah, just build whatever green. We just got played, son. That double red push would really screw us. In the end we got second, which is not enough. If we won the red, we would have been first, I think. No, probably still second on the tiebreaker. But it was really close. And as you can see, Olympia A, of course, piloted by one of the best players in the world. Pistoliero, he got first, and he got second here. But, like, he could have been first in this game. As you can see, even the best players make small mistakes. I don't know what that university was about. In the end, Pistoliero goes, and Anomis goes to the final. So that's something. We'll see Pistoliero in the finals. I guess everyone was expecting that, but it's glad it's confirmed. And see you guys later with a semi-final of my own. Bye.